Hi, and welcome to my kind of reboot of my podcast. Here's the deal. I am thinking that y'all might like to listen to me rather than read. I'm tired of writing. I've written for a very long time. So I'm trying something new. This is just a test drive over the next couple of months. And basically, it's this super casual. I'm wearing my new t-shirt, but generally speaking, I'll be wearing whatever and talking about whatever's top of mind for me. Of course, I want to hear from you, and I really want to know if this is working for you. You can watch me on YouTube as well if that works better for you and you want to see what I'm wearing. Oh, that's right. You can't see me. You can see me. I've got this really cute mustard t-shirt with three different sizes of bees. Anyway, so today we're kicking off with talking about boners and periods, the kind of hardest parts of puberty for lots of people. And just a side note, I also have an episode that is specifically for parents of neurodivergent kids. It's a little bit different because they need a little bit different help. Okay, let's talk about boners. And I'm doing this in alphabetical order. Generally speaking, I like to do women stuff before I do men stuff, so we're not prioritizing them, but I'm doing boners first. First of all, most boys start puberty about age 10 or 11, and you're not going to notice what's going on down there. Their balls get bigger, but you are probably going to notice that they smell like goats and farts. And, well, someone at my house did. So the other thing is that they will start to have random acts of senseless boners, which can be embarrassing and uncomfortable and even confusing because they're kind of out of control with their bodies. It's your job to help them manage this. And I realize that you might not have a penis. I don't have a penis. And I just, anecdotal and research is filling me in here. If you have better advice about this, then please email me. I'd like to know. Okay, anyway, so they start getting these random erections, and what happens is that they can just basically not know what's happening with their bodies. So telling them that this is really normal. Big thing is to strategize with them or give them some ideas of what to do. Like if they're in class and they have a boner, and what do, right? Standing up and there's a Woody, not great. One thing you can tell them is that middle school aged people are very self-centered, so they might not notice unless they're standing up and their junk is in someone's face. So that's the first thing. So just coach them to hold their books in front of their crotch or their what if they have fucking laptops or something. Milo's 24, so we missed all that. Backpack, tie a sweatshirt around their waist so the arms, sleeves hang down. Um, and so that's one thing to do for them. The other thing is to just encourage them to think about something really boring, like broccoli or shoes or I don't know. Start doing times tables in their heads, which apparently is something really good for people to do, to learn those deeply. Um, so those are some things you can do. The other thing is that if they haven't already been, they will probably start masturbating. And it is vitally important that they know that when they masturbate and have an orgasm, semen's going to come out of their penis. It can be very unsurprising to have stuff come out of your penis. Lots of kids think it's pee. So just letting them know that that's normal and giving them some ideas for cleanup if that's happening. Anyway, that's boners, erections. You need to give them all the slang, woody, hard on, stiffy, because they're going to hear it from their pals. All right, boners, done. Now let's do periods. It is vitally important that you tell your person who could have a period about them way before they start. It is fine to tell a 7-year-old that someday they may have a period and explain it and explain why it happens. It's really helpful to be prepared in advance so they can be ready and have things in place that will help them feel more confident when it happens. A few things about periods. Again, super mean not to tell someone that they're going to bleed from their hoo-ha. Not nice at all. And this may have happened to you. I've had several moms over the years tell me that this was what happened to them. Do not repeat the past. So let them know that this is going to happen. Talk about how it might be uncomfortable. They might have cramps. Let them know that there are a bunch of different ways to manage it and they can figure out what works for them. Most girls start with period panties or pads. having them wear a pad just to practice is a really great idea. People should, in my estimation, shouldn't be using tampons until they're a little more sophisticated in terms of managing their period. And then they might need some really explicit information about how to get one up there. Um, Really good videos and variety of resources like amaze.org has great videos about how to do that. The other thing is you need to have a period kit in her backpack. So if it starts at school, she's ready to roll. If you're in your household, you need to have period products. And if they have another household, they need to have period products. And so they feel comfortable and confident that when it starts, they'll be ready to go. A couple things, just let them know that wearing white pants or say light blue dittos, not great, especially as you're learning about your period and periods at the beginning are irregular. Um, so just talking about that a little bit. And then same kind of strategies if there's a boner, right? So if their period starts and they leak, someone tells them they leak, sweatshirt around their waist. These days, people are really good about saying, hey, I think your period started. Teachers do great with this. So, also friends, right? So, just get them ready, talk about it, don't be afraid of it. If your kid is afraid of blood, I just had a mom say, I'm not talking to my daughter about puberty because periods because she's afraid of blood. Okay, that's just fucking mean and bullshit. So, talk about it really simply, take your time, get her ready. It's important for them to know it's a natural process of the body. So don't be afraid to talk about it, even if your kid's afraid of it. Again, super important. And as you can hear, I'm super judgy about not telling people, like, I thought that was just crazy town. Okay, that's periods, that's boners. So those are the big things, right? Maybe I missed it, I don't know, but that for me seems like the things that are sort of public and uncomfortable. All right, two more things. Periods. If she's cramping, have her start taking ibuprofen, leave something a couple days before her period starts. That can really help reduce the cramping. And then I don't remember the other thing. Yay, so fun to be me. What's the other thing? Oh, boys. Everybody needs to know about everybody's body. Girls should know about the boy business and the guy business and the male body business and vice versa. And coach your boys to be aware and kind. I know some boys carry pads and tampons in their backpacks to be just a good friend. So there you go. That's it. All right, if you have other ideas, let me know how you like this. Need more information, tons in the show notes and in the show notes, both places. And then that's the last thing. Oh, Amy at birdsandbeesandkids.com if you want to email me, and then birdsandbeesandkids.com for tons of resources for you to be a smarty pants when it comes to talking with your kids, communicating with your kids. All right, thanks. Bye. Let me know what you think.